Welcome to our journey through ancient Greece. Before the pyramids, before the rise of Rome, even before the written word, the ancient Greeks looked up at the night sky and told stories. These weren't just stories about heroes and monsters, they were explanations of the natural world, attempts to understand the forces that shaped their lives. Today we'll explore the fascinating world of Greek mythology and meet the gods and goddesses who ruled it. Prepare yourself, for we are about to ascend Mount Olympus, the mythical abode of the most powerful beings in the Greek pantheon. Here he is, Zeus, the ruler of the heavens, the god of thunder and lightning. Imagine, if you will, a being of such immense power that he could hurl bolts of pure energy across the sky. To the ancient Greeks, Zeus wasn't just a story, he was the explanation for the raw, untamed power of nature. But Zeus was more than just a celestial storm, he was a king, ruling over the other gods from his throne on Mount Olympus. And like any king, he had his flaws. Zeus was known for his, shall we say, wandering eye, and his romantic escapades were the stuff of legend, often resulting in the birth of heroes and demigods. But don't mistake his dalliances for weakness. Zeus was a force to be reckoned with, a king who commanded respect and instilled both awe and fear in equal measure. Meet Hera, queen of the gods, the embodiment of marriage and family. Imagine being married to Zeus, the king of the gods, a being of boundless power and, let's just say, a roving eye. Hera's life was a tapestry woven with both love and justifiable anger. She was the protector of marriage, a fierce advocate for women and children, but she was also known for her jealousy and her tendency to hold a grudge. Can you blame her? Imagine the slights she endured, the constant infidelity. But Hera was no wilting flower. She was a force of nature in her own right, a queen who commanded respect and demanded fidelity, even from the king of the gods himself. Prepare yourself, for we are about to plunge into the domain of Poseidon, god of the sea. Imagine the vastness of the ocean, the untamed power of the waves, the creatures that lurk in its depths. That was Poseidon's realm, and he ruled it with an iron fist, or should I say an iron trident. This three-pronged spear was more than just a symbol of his power. It was a weapon capable of shaking the very foundations of the earth, causing earthquakes and tidal waves. Sailors prayed to Poseidon for safe passage, knowing that his moods could be as unpredictable as the sea itself. One moment calm, the next a raging storm. That was Poseidon, a force of nature as mighty and as unforgiving as the ocean itself. Chapter 4. Demeter, Mother of the Harvest. From the depths of the ocean we rise to the sun-drenched fields, the domain of Demeter, goddess of the harvest. Imagine a world without agriculture, a world without the bounty of the earth. That was Demeter's gift to humanity, the knowledge of how to cultivate crops, how to coax life from the soil. She was the embodiment of fertility, the lifeblood of civilization itself. But Demeter's story is also one of loss and sorrow. Her daughter Persephone was abducted to the underworld, and Demeter's grief plunged the world into an endless winter. It's a story that reminds us of the delicate balance of nature, the cycle of life, death, and rebirth, and the powerful bond between a mother and her child. Chapter 5. Athena, goddess of wisdom. Prepare to be amazed, for we're about to meet Athena, goddess of wisdom, born not in the usual way, but from the head of Zeus himself. Imagine, if you will, a being of pure intellect, springing forth fully formed, armed and ready for battle. That was Athena, the embodiment of strategic thinking, of courage and of craftsmanship. She was the patron goddess of Athens, the city that bears her name, a city known for its dedication to knowledge and the arts. But Athena was more than just a brainy goddess. She was a fierce warrior, a protector of her city and her people. She represents the power of the mind, the ability to strategize, to outwit your opponents, and to emerge victorious from any challenge. Chapter 6. Apollo, the radiant sun god. Behold the brilliance of Apollo, god of the sun, music and prophecy. Imagine the warmth of the sun on your skin, the beauty of a melody that stirs your soul, the clarity of a vision that reveals the future. That was Apollo, a god of many talents, a master of both the physical and the spiritual realms. He drove the chariot of the sun across the sky, bringing light and warmth to the world. He was a skilled musician, his lyre capable of calming even the most savage beast. And he was a seer, able to glimpse into the future and deliver prophecies that could shape the destiny of men and gods alike. Apollo represents the power of light, of creativity, and of knowledge, a shining example of the multifaceted nature of the divine. From the sun-drenched plains, we venture into the untamed wilderness, the domain of Artemis, goddess of the hunt. Imagine the freedom of the open wilderness, the thrill of the chase, the fierce independence of a life lived on your own terms. That was Artemis, twin sister of Apollo, but a world apart in temperament. She was a skilled archer, a protector of animals and the wilderness, and a fierce defender of her independence. She roamed the forest with her band of nymphs, shunning the company of men and demanding respect from all who crossed her path. Artemis reminds us of the power of nature, the importance of balance, and the strength that comes from embracing your own unique path. Brace yourselves, for we are about to enter the chaotic realm of Ares, god of war. Imagine the clash of steel, the roar of battle, the unbridled aggression that fuels conflict. That was Ares, a god who reveled in the heat of battle, who embodied the brutal and primal instincts that drive men to war. Unlike Athena, who represented strategy and cunning in warfare, Ares was all about brute force, about the visceral thrill of the fight. He was a controversial figure even among the gods, often feared and mistrusted for his volatile nature. Ares serves as a reminder that even in the midst of chaos, there is a certain terrible beauty, a raw power that can both destroy and create. Prepare to be captivated, for we are in the presence of Aphrodite, goddess of love, beauty, and desire. Imagine the allure of beauty, the intoxicating feeling of love, the irresistible pull of desire. That was Aphrodite's domain, and she ruled it with effortless grace. Born from the sea foam, she embodied the very essence of feminine power, the ability to charm, to seduce, to inspire both love and jealousy in equal measure. Her romantic entanglements were legendary, often causing chaos and discord among both gods and mortals. Aphrodite reminds us that love is a powerful force, one that can bring both joy and sorrow, but ultimately, it is a force that makes us human. Chapter 10. Hephaestus, the divine blacksmith. From the ethereal realm of love, we descend into the fiery heart of creation, the forge of Hephaestus, god of fire, metalworking, and craftsmanship. Imagine the heat of the forge, the clang of hammer against metal, the satisfaction of creating something beautiful and enduring. That was Hephaestus, the master craftsman of the gods, the one who forged their weapons, their armor, even their palaces on Mount Olympus. He was often depicted as lame, cast down from Olympus by Zeus, yet he never lost his spirit, his creativity, or his essential role in the cosmic order. Hephaestus reminds us that true beauty can be found in the most unexpected places, and that even in the face of adversity, the creative spirit can never be truly extinguished. Chapter 11. Hermes, messenger of the gods. Get ready to move swiftly, for we are about to meet Hermes, the fleet-footed messenger of the gods. Imagine the speed of thought, the ability to travel between worlds, the gift of eloquence and persuasion. That was Hermes, a god of many hats, a trickster, a guide, a protector of travelers and merchants. He wore winged sandals that allowed him to fly, a wide-brimmed hat that concealed his identity, and carried a staff called the caduceus, a symbol of healing and commerce. Hermes reminds us of the importance of communication, the power of words, and the interconnectedness of all things. Chapter 12. Hestia, goddess of the hearth. Finally, we arrive at the heart of the home, the domain of Hestia, goddess of the hearth. Imagine the warmth of a fire on a cold night, the feeling of safety and belonging, the simple pleasures of home and family. That was Hestia's essence, a goddess who embodied the sacredness of the home, the importance of family bonds, and the continuity of tradition. Unlike the other gods who were often caught up in dramatic adventures, Hestia was content to tend to the hearth, a symbol of stability and peace in a world often defined by chaos. She reminds us that true happiness can be found in the simple things, in the warmth of human connection, and in the enduring strength of family. Thank you for joining us on this mythological adventure. We've scaled the heights of Mount Olympus, met the powerful gods and goddesses who ruled the Greek cosmos, and glimpsed the stories that shaped a civilization. These myths, passed down through generations, remind us of the enduring power of storytelling, the human need to find meaning in the universe, and the timeless themes that connect us all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating explorations into ancient cultures. Until next time, keep looking up at the stars and remember, the universe is full of wonders waiting to be discovered.